to fix it during lunchtime. I guess it is transmitted now, isn't it? I just
It seems so.
Yeah, I just got a message saying that it's being transmitted. Is it
But
okay,
it's not.
Isabella?
But it's not. It's really not.
Let me see something here.
I see a sign here saying live on YouTube. I don't know if it's working, but at least sign is there.
Yeah, that's right. Is it
It's not. But it's not. But it's not. It's really not.
It is. It's being transmitted.
It is.
It is. Okay, great.
I think it is.
Yes, perfect.
Yes, it is.
Okay, thanks, Isabella. Thanks, Kim, for doing this. Shall we start?
Please, yes, sure.
Let me just, can everybody see my slides? Yeah?
Yes.
All right, so.
Yes, we can.
Okay, thank you. So let's start. So good morning and good afternoon to everybody. Sorry for this small problem with YouTube. And let me be really short here so that we can start the meeting. When Roberta and I started, organizing this meeting after 2 years of, lockdown and social distance, we thought about putting people together so that we could touch base and see how everybody's doing, and see how our work is doing, and trying to create opportunities for collaboration among ourselves. Of course, we also want to deepen, assess our knowledge of Romance languages, the linguistics of Romance languages, and also deepen our knowledge of linguistic theory. But really what we have in mind here is that all the idea that Romance people are very good in getting together and discussing their issues and creating a sense of group. And this is very important, I guess, within linguistics. We're such a small group. So strengthening the links among us that are working with Romance languages that are all related, is very important. Maybe by doing so, we can create a net of knowledge that will be really strong. And this is important. I don't know, maybe it's just, a dream, or it's just a cliche, but I like the idea that we're good in getting together and doing things together and discussing our ideas. So I really want to keep this, and I really want to encourage it among us. And for this meeting, we also thought that we should keep in mind an agenda of questions. We should think about what we're doing within Romance language at this moment, why we're doing it, and how we're doing it. And that brings to us questions, more specific questions like, what are the new topics of research within our group? Are we discovering new issues? Are we doing new observations within Romance languages? Are we doing new generalizations, or are we just, reaccessing and reevaluating old puzzles, old issues? That's a very important question for us, because it allows us to evaluate the importance of the recent linguistic theory to the understanding of these languages. Also, why are these topics being investigated now? Why at this moment? What kind of tool the new, the recent theoretical developments give us that we can use them to understand these languages? And where and how we're doing this? Are we doing this by comparing languages, by doing comparison among Romance languages or with other languages? Are we considering dialectal variation? Are you using new methodology? How we and where we are doing it? And this is important because, we have to know where we should look for things, in which languages we should look if you want to investigate a certain phenomenon. That's really important for us. So at the end of the meeting, I think we want to be able to provide answers to the following big questions. What are the contributions of Romance language to recent linguistic theory? But at the same time, understand what are the contributions of recent linguistic theory to our understanding of Romance languages. That I think is our main message. I will stop here and I'll pass the word to Roberta. But yeah, I think we should keep these questions in mind during the event and maybe try to answer them at the end. Okay, thank you. Okay, Roberta, you can go ahead.
Thank you, Cilene, and welcome you all. I'm going to first begin by thank you, Cilene, for having this idea and sharing her ideas with me. Thank you so much. It was a very nice opportunity. I also want to thank the speakers, the invited speakers, for accepting being part of this meeting. And to everybody that sent the abstracts, we had more than 30 abstracts. We could not have everybody here. And the reviewers, which were really great because they didn't have much time to do the work, and without them, it would be impossible to have this meeting. Of course, to people that are the audience, people that come to see and share what we are doing, which is really nice. And to Isabella Flood, because she really helped us all along. And also to Eliakim Markins from PUC for helping us with this, all the technological issues that I'm not very used to. So this is the thank you part. And then we go, I'm going to be the one that's going to take care. Cilene, could you change the slide, please? Yeah, so I'm the one that's going to take care of the rules of the game. And that means that I'm going to have the watch here, which is not really a watch. And I'm going to take care of time because we want to be very strict. Also because in Europe it's 6 hours, so it's going to end very late for them. If we don't keep time very strict, then it's going to be too late for them. Take care. So what I am going to do is, for the invited speakers, you have 1 hour, but we are suggesting that you present in 45 minutes. 10 minutes before the 45 minutes, I'm going to give you a notification, and then a little bit, and 5 minutes after that, so you can know how much time you have left. And also for the people who are presenting, you have 30 minutes, but we are suggesting that you present in 20 minutes, so we have 10 minutes for discussion. I'm going to give you a little warn. When you finish your 20 minutes, so you know that you still have 10 minutes. And the idea is that, okay, if you take the whole slot, then you don't have discussion. And I think that it would be nice to have the discussion. Okay, for the people that are watching us at YouTube, if you have questions, just send in the chat and we will take care of that. For people who are in the room, for the questions, we ask you to please raise your hand so we can keep track who is making the questions. I think that's it. I hope we have a very nice and great time and we have fun. We are not supposed to have fun when we are doing serious work, but I think we do have fun with this serious and difficult stuff that we do. So thank you very much. And I hope we have a nice conference.
Thank you, Roberta. So let's move on with our meeting. And to do so, let me introduce our first speaker, Professor Ángel Jiménez Fernandez from University of Sevilla. And Ángel, if I may, has a large contribution of a large list of contributions to linguistic theory with a focus on Romance languages. That's why we insisted with him to be here today. The bulk of his research centers around the sentential left periphery, trying to understand the syntax and semantics of this domain. And I'm sure he will talk more about it today. He will teach us about it today. So Professor Ángel, many thanks for having accepted our invitation, and the floor is yours. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much for, Cilene and Roberta. This is a wonderful conference. The program looks amazing, so congratulations. on that. Okay. Can you hear me?
Perfectly, yeah.
Right. So, Cilene, can you make me co-host? Because as far as I can see, I cannot share my screen.
Isabella, I think you are the one who has to turn him into a co-host.
Okay. I will speak Portuguese. I'm nervous. Sorry. Só para dizer, pessoal, que a gente consegue voltar para a transmissão do link original. Então, eu vou só tirar essa transmissão e aí eu vou colocar no link original. Me dê 2 minutos. Ok?
Fine. Ok, Angel.
E eu vou colocar ele como co-host agora. Sorry.
Perfect. Angel, give us start in 2 minutes. She's
All right.
going back to the original.